What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your Brewmaster-in-Chief. And tonight, in the BrewLab, I'm coming at you with a Azorius Artifacts brew, which is definitely playing a lot closer to aggro than anything else that I can think to put a name on this type of brew. So, win rates absolutely speaking for themselves. I will show you my untapped when we reach the end of this video, but of course, as always, all of my links are down there. You can find my Twitter, you can find my Discord, you can find my Patreon, you can find my untapped profile, so on and so forth. So you can go check out the win rates, but I've seemed to have kind of locked onto something here. It's about the third different iteration, and then suddenly bloop, it clicked, and now I'm like 75 plus win rate over upwards of 30 games. Or no, we're sitting just a little under 30 games. So sample size is starting to get big enough to where I think it's not just a fluke. And so without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew, simply called Mono White Metatect. And if you haven't been able to guess from the deck box already, we are featuring a new card from Phyrexia All Will Be One, named Unctus, the Grand Metatect. It is a 3 mana, 1 colorless, 2 blue, legendary artifact creature, Phyrexian Vidalcan. I'm not so clued into the whole lore to explain that one, but Vidalcan. And it's basically an artifact creature lord. It gives other artifacts you control +1/+1. Other artifact creatures, you know, which is most of what the rest of the deck is composed out of, obviously. So nice little anthem effect, on top of the fact that it itself counts as an artifact for all of our various artifacts matters synergy, which we'll get through as we kind of plow through the deck. It also has some Phyrexian mana there. You can either pay 1 blue or 2 life. Until end of turn, target creature you control becomes a blue artifact in addition to its other colors and types. And then whenever a blue creature you control becomes tapped, you draw a card. So you can see why they had to do that, because a lot of artifacts are colorless. So you can make the Patchwork Automaton into a blue creature, and now when it attacks, you're also drawing a card. So pretty nice. A little bit of card advantage baked in as well. Onto the rest of the cards in the deck. We've got another couple of sweet new ones. First off, these are Skull Bombs. We've got 3 of the white, 2 of the blue. We may end up just doing this, honestly. I think that was actually supposed to be more creatures. Yeah, okay. Let's play like this, and then we'll kind of run it back if necessary. But the Skull Bomb has been amazing, and all of these bombs actually is a little bit underplayed. Probably the one I've seen the most of has been the red one, but all kind of cool in their own way. You can just draw a card. They all do the same thing. We can just pay 1, sack it, draw a card. But then they've got this like slightly more expensive mode where you still get to draw a card, but you also get something else out of it. In the white one's case, the Basilica Skullbomb over here, it gives a target creature you control +2/+2, and it gains flying until end of turn, which is probably why we had the 3 of. I may need to. I was fairly certain this was supposed to be a 2 of, but there not being any vehicles to crew. Maybe the reason why I switched down to a 3 of Hotshot Mechanic and went up for an additional Basilica Skullbomb, because obviously giving your Patchwork Automaton flying is pretty damn cool. We've featured a deck like this on the channel not too long ago, where we had Patchwork Automaton into Steel Seraph, and the Steel Seraph can give your Patchwork Automaton flying, and out of the blue you just wipe them out, because you've also got the usual combo kill with the Michiko's Reign of Truth. But now we've got an additional way of giving our automaton or whichever other creature we want flying for just 3 mana and +2/+2, and it's a relevant creature type to have on the battle, card type to have on the battlefield when it comes to Michiko's Reign of Truth. So yeah, just lots of good reasons why these skull bombs have been great. A little bit of card draw, alongside an additional effect. In the case of the Surgical Skullbomb, its blue counterpart, as you can imagine, it is a bounce effect. So you can return target creature card to its owner's hand, draw a card. So something's getting in your way, before you can swing in for that final blow, you just bounce it out of the way with the Skullbomb. Been both fantastic. Then we need to have lots of cheap artifacts, creatures that, or artifacts in general that we can cast on top of the automaton. It's very nice to have a turn 3 where you've played automaton on turn 2. It has to sit there on the board. The worst enemy of this deck so far has been Brotherhood's End, but not everybody's running as many of them as I am in my decks. I've been finding it to be amazing, but somehow, like, I've just been kicking butt with this brew, and quite a nice bit of resilience thanks to the other 1-drop that we have in the deck in the form of Loran's Escape, which gives a target artifact or creature hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn, and you get a little bit of scry action. So yeah, that's really all the 1-drops. Just cheap artifacts to play on top of the automaton that also give a little bit of extra oomph, and then 3 copies of Loran's Escape to protect our important threats. Then we've got the full playset of Michiko's Reign of Truth. Obviously, this is going to be our finisher. Like, play it at the right moment. You can give a creature +6/+6, +7/+7, and just completely blow them out of nowhere. It's been so much fun. I still can't get over how, like, much fun it is to play this card outside of Selesnya enchantments, like where we've all seen it, just giving the trampling guy the cameo of transience, boom, swinging for the kill with that. This is a little bit more entertaining. At least it's different. I'm thoroughly enjoying playing this card in this Azorius shell instead. Then we've got Ossification. Amazing. There's 9 basic lands. I've found it's just plenty to have enough basic lands to attach the Ossification onto, and this is our main removal spell. It's going to take care of planeswalkers as well for us, which is really, really nice. And it's of course an enchantment which counts towards the Michiko's Reign of Truth, so it makes perfect sense to be running it. And alongside our Annex Sentry, it has been enough just to kind of just get there. It's just been perfect, really. Then we've got full place of the Patchwork Automaton, of course. Going to be growing it by casting all of our artifacts, and the rest of the deck is just artifacts, and you can definitely just put the Steel Seraph here into the 3-drop slot alongside the others. We've got a full place of the Annex Sentry as some additional removal. It is also an artifact alongside its other types, so it's going to trigger our Patchwork. It's going to count towards the Michikos as well as be a fairly good blocker, etc. Unctus I've already touched upon, and then the Steel Seraph, just a house, a little bit of additional aerial damage, the ability to just give your Patchwork flying out of nowhere, the fact that the majority of people now are just running Go for the Throat. Yes, everybody's also running Abrades, but again, we've got the Loran's Escapes. Play them properly, and you usually can dodge that first Abrade, and then as long as you're not playing Mr. 1000 Depopulates in their deck, then you should end the game way before anybody casts a Farewell or anything like that. And that's the deck. Other interesting things to note, of course, is like plenty of artifacts and enchantments. So definitely the kind of deck where we can play some Roadside Reliquaries for some additional card draw. We've got 1 Eiganjo, 1 Mirex. I just thought, who knows? But there's some on the verge of cutting. Because it's adding another artifact to the battlefield. Pinch, that might be a nice way to like get an additional, +1/+1 out of the Michigos or something. But I'm starting to think maybe I'll just play like a sneaky one of Otawara alongside the Eiganjo, just to have also a blue source other than these dual lands to cast our Unctus. But it is really just the Unctus and the activated ability of Surgical Bomb that require blue mana at all. So I've just been playing it like this, and it's been just fine in testing. And that's the deck. Mono white Metatect. Artifacts aggro something. you let me know in the comments. But I think it's about time that we jump into some games and see how it performs on the Mythic ladder. Boom, boom, and hopefully no streamer's curse. Ooh, that H2O hits the spot. Back up into 95. I was sitting on 89, and it's all thanks to this brew. That's just the perfect hand. Good old Grixis. Oof. Oof. Let's see if he plays out something like the... there we go. Harvester. So we go with our Annex Sentry. We still won't have enough mana to get rid of the Patchwork. You could just abrade our Annex Sentry now, but that's okay. Next turn we can play Seraph and hold up Loran's Escape. So I want to keep the Ossification. Oof. Alright. Sorry, my phone was just going off. Loran's Escape at the ready. Let's see if it's going to be a Sheoldred turn 4, Fable, or Brotherhood's End. This is the more likely. Badunk. Yes. Thank you. So he eats his own. Oh no, we've got a little sentry in the yard. So tired of old Corpse Appraiser here. Well, at least we out of range of the old, we're out of range of Brotherhood's End. I think let's just go for the swing. We've also got some card draw here in the Skullbomb. Opponent's facing down lethal. Maybe just invokes. Corpse Appraiser number 2. Oh, ladies and gents, this could be it. This could be it. I mean, one Abrade gets rid of the Seraph. We just give the we just give Patchy Boy flying. No problem. Okay, good game. Bye-bye! And here we go. Game over. Cannot tell you how happy it makes me to beat Grixis Appraiser piles. Yuck. Alright, on to the next one. Let's go with a win. Let's go with a win. Come on, baby. Undefeated on camera. I feel like this brew deserves it. It's a little bit out of nowhere, just slamming people with this thing. Nice. Oh, nice. I mean, in any hand where I have Michiko's, feel confident. Yeah, well. Don't want to cast my Unctus into a removal spell. He could cut down my Patchwork now. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Just keep things slow. If he hits us with, I don't know what at this point. At least Patchwork is out of cut down range. Nice, we get to draw a card. This is also an artifact. Land would be good. But now that we've got a backup Metatect, maybe we just go for it? Had to know it was there, right? I mean, obviously. But that's okay. We're also like safe one extra turn or two with Wandering Emperor. Ah, God, okay, it's control. So... Ew. No, it's definitely going to be a depopulate, right? I mean, we just didn't quite do it in time. Fortunately, I was hoping to draw like a little bit more lands. Okay, okay. Hey, you can't Might Stone my Patchwork, can ya? Oh, you can. Oh, wow. Oh, you can. Oops. Nice. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Watch this. 69. Nice. Oh. Come on, baby. Oh, of course. Man, this is just my idea of a nightmare. This is really just the worst kind of deck. Okay, so...
This is what you get for hurting my people.
Can like draw a card and hope to hit a Loran's Escape. Okay. Celestis, that's a good sign. Makes it 2/2. We can give Unctus flying.
May your blade strike true.
Ho, 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 ho. If he's holding another... Oof. 3. Ah, I wish I had one more mana. Okay, this is it. Let's see what he's got. It's gotta be Vigilance. When have they not got it? Ever. You know, like... Give me one time.
Guards, to me.
No. Unfortunately, not quite enough mana for our Eiganjo. Wap, wap, wap. We still got lethal. He just needs to hit us with the sweeper now. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, God.
With me,
F. You still got access to what? If he untaps 1 land, 2, 3, he's got 4 mana available. Could definitely still hit us with a Depop. Oh, it's so close.
Let
Okay.
your blade do the talking.
I've got some time tinkering to do.
You've got to be kidding me, mate. Okay. The one basic land. And the bounce. We got him! Mr. Azorius Control. Off you go. Oh, that makes me so happy. That was definitely going to be Urza meld nonsense coming up next. So I'm very happy we managed to get through that. Very happy. Oh, alright. Fairly effortless 2-0. You know, in now back upper mythic, you know, upper 90s. So I was definitely feeling like the streamer's curse has been warded off. Going for our third match. Trying to think what will be, you know, like something like Big Red, someone that plays 3 copies of or 4 copies of Brotherhood's End would probably be double Patchwork. Okay. You know, it's probably like our worst enemy here. I will play my Hotshot Mechanic on turn 1. Fortunately, we're on the draw. Darth Coolio here, taking his sweet, sweet time. Okay, even finding another hotshot makes me happy now. Like with a third land, you can go Patchwork turn 2, turn 3 you go Patchwork into... The Fiend's Towers. Is this going to be Esper Legends? Is this? Yes, it is. No problemo, my friend. It's a pity not being able to play our second Patchwork out, but I do feel pretty confident against this version of Esper Legends. They don't run like much sweepers. It'll probably be, you know, your usual problem, Wandering Emperor, that kind of thing, but I don't picture them running Depopulates. It's more like, you know, copies of Shield Red and whatnot. Another land will lead to a win next turn if he doesn't do anything interesting. Okay. That I can handle. I reckon we just go for it. He takes the bait. Nah. Okay. Cool. And just if he's gonna attack, no, draw. I think we go with the flying here. Oh, that was a bit stupid. That was incredibly stupid, but okay. We got Loran's Escape, so... Oh, hells yeah. He goes to 2. And we have Ossification at the ready. Boom, 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 boom. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm really, really surprised when these kind of decks like coalesce in my lab, because no one's playing this at all, and I just went on a tear. Like, I just threw it together. I made a few, like I said, a few versions. I made it Azorius, just slid in the Metatect, and like I've just been winning all Mythic rank matches. We have arrived at the 25-minute mark, and we've already got 3 sweet victories against some of the best decks in the format. So I think let's play a couple more at least and see if we can't, you know, face off against something a little bit more challenging, like maybe mono red with a nut draw or whatever. Then things like the life gain from the Steel Seraph are really amazing. That's not good. That's also terrible. Wow. Alright. That I'll keep. Mulligan down to freaking 5. Fortunately, no cut downs possible, and also black plays the go for the throat now. That won't work either. Giving him an extra target, because now he's got the mana to pay the ward, but it just takes up his whole turn essentially. And I will go for the card draw here. Oh, thank goodness I did that. Cool. Yes, kind of, not really. But we do have, you know, enchantment artifact, Roadside Reliquary online. Okay. Wow, takes it. So now he's got 3 mana available, but he needs to pay 1 life. Yeah, Infernal Grasp with the extra life paid with the Toshiro. That would be my first guess. Trespass. Cool, man. A little bit annoying, but fine. It's probably just gonna screw up the Bank Buster, and I think I'm gonna go for his Bank Buster here. Then I don't even have to discard anything. Oh, yeah. Take away his card draw. Can hit me with a Shield Red. Okay, now we need the flying. Or that. Bye-bye. Everybody polite clap for the mono black opponent who's still just obstinately trying to play this list that is a bit old and tired at this point. But hey, keep enjoying casting your Invoke Despairs. I for one will be sitting here forever saying hashtag ban Invoke Despair. So over it. How are we doing for time? Alright guys, I don't know. I think there's not much else that I can really do here, but we do have, I guess, some time to jump in and discuss any edits. Like that one I made in the beginning. Do we put in another Basilica, or do we stick with the 2 of? I don't know. Both very handy. I've been loving playing both these cards, but also just having a 1 mana 2/1 has been pretty fantastic as well. I think I'm gonna cut the Mirex. It's been completely useless. Perhaps in favor of a Field of Ruin. I don't know. I guess Hall of Tagsin, Power Stones. We can play, cast artifacts with Power Stones. Maybe that's the better card here. 4 though, you gotta pay 4 to make a Power Stone. This is an interesting idea. Can make a copy of a non-token artifact you control. I think that's the go. I still need to make a Mycosynth Gardens deck. Really interesting land that I have not yet showcased on the channel. You can pay X to tap it, and then it becomes a copy of a non-token artifact you control with mana value X. So, and then you can fix mana a little bit, kind of like with a Crystal Grotto, where you can pay an additional colorless to then tap it for a mana of any color. Not that we really care about that in this deck, but I think that's a better fit than the Mirex. Let's jump into one final match, and hopefully we can end on a win. Call it a night. Full focus, baby. Let's go. Oh yes, and then I've still got to jump into Untapped and just back up all my boasting with some stats. Some hard, cold stats. Ralph. Also rocking the Shield Red. Sure. Oh, I'm getting a new mouse tomorrow, by the way, finally. This button that it's caused too many misplays, like the click. You need to push down on the click. God, not Esper again. Fantastic top deck though. Just what anyone would have wished for. Now they usually play a 2-mana legendary creature that we can just Annex Sentry away. Oh, even better. Oof. Yeah, we've got Ossification next turn. Another land. Pretty spectacular. Okay, let's just go for the freaking whammy. Let's play a creature, whatever creature you like. You need to have depopulate. You slime. Why don't I keep my mouth shut? Basically. Okay. That's cool. Okay, so it's control. I thought it was going to be Esper Legends, but this is definitely one of the worst matchups we have. Another cut down. Go for the throat. Oh, we were so close. Really kind of hoping to get that final win in, but this doesn't feel good at all. Depopulate. Obviously just good, generically good card. Of course you can crew now, but we're not swinging with the Michikos right now, are we? Another cut down? Or is it a march of something? Void Rend. Alright, we're not gonna win this one. I can tell. Another Void Rend. We're also just flooding like crazy town here. Oh, you've got to be joking. The full Lone Fox salty sprinkles double whammy. Oh god, I hate this deck so much. Like, you playing the Wandering Emperor?
That's it then.
I have zero respect. Yeah, this is GG. Yeah, we're also just flooding. So, whatevs. It is what it is. A little bit of payback for the incredible run I've been on with the deck, but that's okay. 3 wins, 1 loss is nothing to scoff at.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me. I have got new moves to teach you.
Literally the lamest deck you can possibly think of. Alright. On to the next. That means we still got time for a last one. I'm afraid, guys, it's almost 2 a.m. as I'm recording this. I really need to get into the studio and edit some gameplay content. So that is going to be it for tonight. I'm afraid. Jumping back into the deck with my final thoughts and overall review. Let me just whip up some Untapped over here for you guys as well. Boop. Bap. Boop. Boop. Mono White Metatect. 22 for 8. Okay. 22 for 8. What? Oh, yeah. Okay. I was like... Okay, so that's the match we just lost. Otherwise, 4 for 0, 10 for 1, 4 for 1. This was before... Okay, this is when I made the final adjustments. This was what really made it pop. Putting in the Unctus and getting rid of Atraxa, and then the final changes, adding these Skull Bombs. Yeah, like I said, I mean, the win rates speak for themselves. 22 for 8, 73%. 58% on the draw is also nothing to scoff at. Yeah, nothing else really that I can add. Just take the deck for a spin and let me know how it goes for you. And... report back. You know, I'm always a huge fan of hearing about those things in my comments, or, you know, just hit me up on Twitter or whatever. But yeah, that's it. Not another single edit I would make personally. Absolutely loving it as is. I will see you all the day after tomorrow, if not tomorrow, because I do have another brew already lined up and cooked and ready to rumble. But you know, I may just take a day off and put some finishing touches on that. So if I don't see you tomorrow, then I'll see you the day after. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.